Hey guys, AirsoftAL here, and currently on the border right now, just, watching the line essentially. And, well, I thought I'd go ahead and bring you guys a little update on the loadout I'm rocking right now for summer, because Operation Shiloh Fire, we are trying to shoot for a July date at the moment, but we'll wait and see how that goes. Either way, though, I thought I'd go ahead and go through the loadout as it is at the moment, because it might change in the future. We don't know. Either way, though. So let's just go ahead and start with the gear I'm rocking at the moment. Obviously, the aviators aren't, they are ballistic rated, but I'd rather go with the ASG full seal goggles that I actually have. These are mostly on because, well, the sun's out and it's bright as hell down here in Tennessee. We're currently in the middle of our summer month, or at least spring/summer weather, so it's going to be hot as hell, but it's one of those things. So let's just go ahead and break down what I got. On right now, which is this thing right here, which is probably what you're looking at and probably scratching your head as to why I'm wearing this, even though it's supposed to be hot as hell. That's actually pretty obvious. It's more or less a, it's a Lancer Tactical plate carrier, modeled after every other Molly plate carrier out there. And I bought and this essentially in story is that, well, because they're issuing me with either Alice or a LBV and no body armor, my thought process is more or less a, I'll save up my paychecks and buy a plate carrier and get some damn Kevlar on me. So essentially this is on me because if I get shot, I want to make sure I'm making it out alive. Moving on to the Alice. On this Alice is, of course, 1, 2, 3-round mag pouches. I also forgot to mention this is here, the basic admin pouch. We got the Molly 3 double mag pouch right here. And we have, of course, this little pouch right here on the on this to store 2 extra pistol mags for my sidearm, which we'll get to in a moment. I have a flashlight here because, well, that's how it is. Now, you're seeing this. This is holding a 20-rounder, essentially, a small 20-round mag. That is my, oh shit, I'm basically on my last mag. I'm going to die unless I get the hell out of here or take an enemy weapon. Onto the Alice, actually, we have, once again, the 2 mag pouches here with 4 tag-in grenades, baseball grenades. Over here beside that is, of course, my bayonet for when I need to go fix bayonets. Let's set the rifle off to the side here a second. Behind that is my first aid kit, because of course you need a first aid kit. Behind that is my entrenching tool. Beside that is my canteen, which I am going to be upgrading from this to a bigger canteen, because I do go through the water on this one pretty good. It's a reproduction metal canteen, so it's not exactly holding a lot of water, but it kind of depends on how much water I'm drinking and when getting shot at. Over here directly on my right is my M12 holster holding the ASG, or correction, KJW 1911, which is dual powered, and I have a nice little lanyard on there, so that way if I drop it I can at least pull it back in a trench or what have you. And I've replaced the grips that was on there with this more or less nice smooth grip. This is a Hogus Hogus grip, palm grip essentially. It's molded so that way I got a little bit of extra grip on there, and it does do well, but I do plan on getting wood grips in the future, because, I'll be honest, this looks better with wood grips, it really does, so it's just one of those things. It does accept both CO2 and green gas, and the plans for this is more or less to replace the barrel on this with a threaded barrel so I can put on either a tracer unit, a suppressor, or compensator, basically whatever the hell I want, in a sense. Right there, back in there. Moving on to my primary gun, we have my Magpul PTS M4. This was originally supposed to be the M16, but as you all know, the lower on the M16 cracked, and essentially it's no good. Do not worry, I do plan to rebuild the Magpul PTS M16 one day, but you're going to have to wait and see. Anyway, on this we have, on the left side, of course, with the MOE and the angle foregrip, of course, that goes into the M-lock, which I do love. On here we have the fully ambidextrous mag release. We have I'm going to be using a mixture of mid caps and high caps, so that's miscellaneous. We have on the back, a PTS EPS stock, and this thing's got battery space for days. There will be a review on this one day, I promise you that. Moving up to here, of course, we have a rail, a carry handle rail. This is set up with weaver rail, not Picatinny, so it's kind of weird when placing optics on this, but it's just one of those things. On there is, of course, if I remember correctly, a GP Tactical or CP Tactical. Basically, this is a Walmart red dot, and I've had this for, good God, a couple of years now, actually. I've had it since, I want to say, 2016, I think. So, a good while. Over here, because this is front wired, we have a PEC box, and it does have a working laser, which, if I'm correct, the laser should still work, actually. Yes, it does. It does work in the light pretty well. I don't know if you can see that or not, but, yeah, the laser does work. Actually, I'm really unhappy with that. But no, over here on the left side, we have, of course, the M-Lock camera mount for all cameras, GoPro, what have you, basically any sort of action camera. And right up here on top is the GoPro Hero 5 Session, which was given to me by the Army veteran Joel, who actually provided me with the 20-round Magpul PTS Airsoft mag that is the unicorn magazine right now in Airsoft, and it is expensive as hell to get if you're going to try and find on eBay or what have you. And then, of course, at the end we have our PTS Griffin Armory flash hider, and this is to more or less replicate a little retro M16 magazine. And that's about it. Well, except for the hat, of course. The hat is going to be either the boonie hat or my baseball cap with the Tennessee flag on it. And even then, I've got to replace this American flag with the Tennessee flag because this is the 5th Tennessee Volunteer Regiment for the style it is. Now, you're probably wondering where is everything else, and I'm going to get to that. Basically, below me, if you can see it, is some summer M81s, and for feet, I've got some jungle boots because, well, the event is going to be taking place in trenches and heavy woods, so I need to prepare as such. Now, for my hands, we have some armored claw gloves, and these are actually really nice, except I've been using them for yard work, and one side's already been cut extremely open thanks to some metal, essentially, claiming that it was cut resistant, which I don't fucking believe that. Either way, though. Now, you probably are asking, okay, so what about the top? Why do you not have the top? Well, the story goes as such. I was at Shiloh, much like this, or not at Shiloh, basically at the command post, away from Shiloh when it was under attack, and as such, I had to quickly get my equipment and all on, and basically, if you're going to ask about the helmet, if I'm going to be rocking that M1 reproduction helmet, no, because, again, the in-story universe about the M1s and why they're issued to Tennessee Volunteer Regiments is the propaganda use is that they are made from composite steel and will take a rifle round. They'll save your life, when in reality that's pure propaganda bullshit. Essentially, if you were to ask me where's my helmet, I'll straight up tell you, you really expect me to trust my life to that piece of shit? No. If I'm going to get shot, I'm probably going to get shot in the chest, if nothing else. More or less, I wouldn't trust my life with that damn helmet, even if you told me I needed to wear that helmet. Fuck that shit. Either way, though. The only other thing I can say right now about my loadout is that it is not fully done yet. I am going to be putting an admin pouch over here on the left side, so we have extra batteries and BBs and stuff, or at least some extra stuff right here. Like I said, I'm going to be adding and subtracting from this depending on how it goes, because I am going to, hopefully, when we're able to leave our homes, I'm going to be going to a local game with a friend of mine, at a friend's place, I mean, and I'm going to be testing all this out, essentially, at his place, and we're going to see how it all goes. So, yeah, that should be interesting, to say the least. But, anyway, let me know in the comments section down below what you think of the 5th Tennessee summer loadout, because the summer loadout would entail the M81 summer top, of course, but let me know in the comment section down below what your summer loadout is, or what your summer loadout would be if you're coming to the Shiloh Fire Milsim event. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, especially your thoughts on this loadout right here and my explanation behind it. And if you want to give a better explanation as to why, or actually, let me correct myself, let me know your explanation of why the hell you would not rock your issued composite steel M1 helmet. let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your response if you had to tell your supply sergeant, or at least the other guys who'd be coming, why you're not wearing your helmet, or why you don't trust that fucking helmet. Because I'll tell you right now, I sure as fuck don't trust that helmet. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, the common man's airsofter, who shows off his Milsim loadout, so you guys can see what I'm rocking for Operation Shiloh Fire. And would you kindly consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, commenting, and or disliking, depending on if you don't like this and you don't like the idea of me being successful and actually having a Milsim event. And would you kindly consider donating $1 to our PayPal? It's folks like you that actually donate to our PayPal that helps us through the demonetization, because I can bet you anything, this video is probably going to get demonetized. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Either way, though, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and I will see all you lovely folks in the next video. If you'll excuse me, I've got a patrol to do. Till next time.